Yeah. Someone out here was not being able to express their emotions. This is someone out here who had to make a major decision about this connection, but they refused to do it. This person out here was not being logical, okay? They knew that they needed to make a make a logical decision out here, okay? But I'm getting the sense of fear. This person was A, non-communicative, okay? B, they were someone who does not want to open up and be vulnerable. And the reason they don't want to do all that is because they felt like this relationship was a big question mark. More than anything, I feel that this person had a lot of fear, stress, anxiety about what was going on, or more about where is this headed, is what I'd say. They had a lack of clarity about where the future is headed, about this connection. They don't know what's going to happen. This person wanted like an agenda, okay? But there was a lot of confusion, inner confusion, where this person does have a lot of emotions for you. They did have a lot of emotions for you, but they won't be able to process their emotions in the right way. It's like sitting in the dark room and just constantly overthinking and making the worst assumptions. So you're dealing with someone out here who's a very negative thinker, okay? They would think of the worst. So although there was a lot of love here, although this person could have communicated with you, they chose to be non-communicative, okay? Right now also I do feel there's a lack of a new beginning out here because someone out here is still living in denial of what the truth is. Let's see. See, this person out here that you're dealing with, I feel for a lot of you, this person here, although they want a fairy tale ending with you, they want this happiness with you, okay? They want the situation here. Someone out here who tried to disconnect is not being able to do that. This person is coming back around here. They do know that something was not balanced. They have an absolute idea that either they took advantage of your generosity, advantage of your love, your kindness, or they probably were not giving you what you deserve, the love, attention that you deserve. They weren't putting in equal balanced investment out here. Yeah. For a lot of you, this person here always promised you, okay, the entire picture, the entire relationship, but you always got the shorter end of the deal, is what I'm getting. And this person out here is coming back around, wanting to come back around because you are the one that they want. There is no one else that they can think of, but they're not being able to accept the fact, or they're not being able to communicate it clearly to you, okay? They still don't know about how to make things right with you, but they want you, that's for sure. Now, I do feel for a lot of you, this person out here is not being able to express themselves. So I feel this person here does know how to do, what to do, but they don't know how to. You get what I'm saying? The approach is what they are procrastinating on, okay? They just don't know this is the right way to do it. So one of the reasons this person here is giving you the silent treatment is what I'm getting is because for a lot of you, even though this person has clarity, okay, they know that all this while, now I'm getting two scenarios here. If they kept you as an option, they're choosing you. Okay, they're choosing you. They know they want you. They're choosing you. If they didn't keep you as an option and they were just very confused, okay, and this person did not know a lot of how this works out or what to do, or there's just a lot of daydreaming and fantasizing and they weren't really making realistic choices and they weren't taking action, then now they have narrowed down their options. They're trying to see things more realistically and now they're no longer confused, okay? But they're still holding back is because they know that there is a lack of stability and security in your connection. And for the others of you, this person knows that you want what you want, and what you want is commitment. They know that things have fallen apart between you both. Yeah, and there's this disharmony, and they also feel that you don't trust them anymore, which is why this person does not know what is the best plan to execute, okay? But they're thinking about it. They're thinking about it very strong. Now, how they view you, voila. Nine of Pentacles. You're just badass. You're just cool. You're awesome. You're financially successful. Focused on yourself. You don't need anyone to make you happy. You don't need no one, okay? You don't need anyone. They see you as someone out here who's absolutely okay on your own, You don't need anyone. You're, even though things didn't work out with you, this person sees you as someone as their happiness, but you just don't care. You've reached a point where you're like, you know what, that's fine. If it didn't work out, I forgive you for whatever happened, and there's more fish in the sea. Yeah, a lot of you, they see you as someone very, very independent, financially independent. You're not in that giving energy anymore. So earlier, maybe for a few of you, that you came off as someone who was clingy, needy, highly codependent on them because you lacked self-esteem or you lacked the self-confidence. Okay, you probably constantly were focused on them, that you make me happy, without you life is nothing, etc. But now they see you as someone who doesn't really care. You're so focused on you that they don't matter to you, which is awesome. They say you're single. And awesome. Okay. Now this person out here, they are holding back. Clarify the Knight of Swords in reverse. They're holding back. They have a lot of opportunities to talk to you. Okay. They have a lot of opportunities to talk to you, but somewhere, somehow, one more card. One more card. Yeah. See, they're stressing. Okay. Two reasons. One, they're stressing is because they feel that the distance between you both, this is a failed long distance relationship. That's one scenario I'm getting here. For the others of you, I feel this person out here is just giving up too soon. They feel it's just never going to work out. They're just very pessimistic. I'm seeing a lot of pessimism out here. Ace of Swords in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse, and more than anything, it's the confidence that's coming off from you, that vibe that you're giving them. It's like, you know what, they're never taking me back. I absolutely lost something that I had. I didn't value it. Okay, I took this person for granted, and now this person is just not going to pay any heed to me. They feel, for a lot of you, that you've given up on this connection. Okay, they do feel left out. They are very, very upset. They can't sleep at night. They're constantly obsessing over the same thought. Is Cancer going to take me back? Is Cancer going to take me back? But for a lot of you, this person thinks that you have given up. For the others of you, maybe this person feels, a little overly optimistic, that if they don't reach out to you, you will reach out to them eventually. Okay? But they do miss you very, very much, and they don't want you. But for right now, they're holding back. But holding back in a way where they're just not really going against the flow. So, yeah. Alright, how they want to move forward with you. I feel this person out here does have the clarity about what to do next, okay? But yes, I am getting someone who's still a little overwhelmed. What's the Seven of Cups in reverse? Seven of Cups in reverse, please. Okay, for the Seven of Cups in reverse. Beautiful. One more card. Okay. Now, what I'm getting here is, for a lot of you, like I said, if this person kept you as an option, they're very sure, okay, about who they want, and they want is you. If they were confused, they're no longer confused out here. They're ready to take a risk. They're ready to take a leap of faith out here, okay? However, there's another part of them that keeps saying that, you know what, it's a hopeless situation. Remember why they're missing opportunities with you. They want to communicate with you. They want answers from you. They want to give you answers. They want to give you explanations. But somewhere, somehow, they're just giving up. Okay, a part of them is giving up, and a part of them is stressing. So they're stuck, between, should I just take that small little risk and just reach out to Cancer and talk to Cancer, and just never know, maybe it'll just work out. And the other part of them is like, you know what, it's all over and done with. This is a hopeless situation. Apart from wishing, hoping, and praying, that things work out miraculously, they have no other hope left. But it's the action part that's missing, okay? If they take action, at least they would get a decisive reply from you, right? If it's a yes or it's a no, at least they know what's going to happen. But this is someone who is more on the basis of their assumptions, which I told you in the beginning out here, is why things are being delayed, is why there's a stagnation here. But if you ask me, if they want to how they want to move forward with you, they want to move forward with you with a lot of clarity. But the problem here is that they're being overwhelmed with the options. Now, earlier they were very confused because there were too many options or too many ways to approach you. Now it's like being even more overwhelmed because now they know what they need to do. So do you get what it is? Sometimes it's better to have options and we're confused. But now it's like, oh, we know this is the option we want. It's like, oh my God, is this really the option I want? It gets you even more scared. I hope I'm making sense, guys. So yeah. It's like all this while I feel this person out here, had a lot of options or different choices. And this time around here, they're choosing to make a move towards you or choosing you, relying on their own inner wisdom and guidance, okay, to show them the best way, which is with the Fool out here and the Star out here. They feel this is the right direction, but it can get very overwhelming, okay, very overwhelming. It's like, hey, am I doing the right thing out here? Am I going to ruin this? Okay, is it the right thing? Which is why it's all about the risk, okay. They're constantly searching for that big idea, about how can I go towards Cancer and, make them an offer that they can't reject. Okay. All right. Now, what you don't see behind the scenes is the Two of Cups, which means that this person wants to date you, but at the same time, you love them, they love you. What's the Two of Cups? The connection is still very strong, guys. What's the Two of Cups? What's the Two of Cups? That's the Two of Cups. One more. What's the point, right? No matter how much they love you, okay? This is a strong soulmate connection, all right? A very strong soulmate connection. A lot of deep love. This person wants to date you. They want to get back, all right? They want to get back out here. The problem here is they'd rather choose to watch you from a distance, keep an eye on you, be indecisive, completely ignore the elephant in the room, all right? And just keep the situation stuck. So like I said, when I'm seeing what's going on behind the scenes is that, yes, this person still does love you. Yes, they want all this with you. But remember the overall energy that we read? That even though they want a new beginning with you, there's a lot of indecisiveness because they're too focused on their past. Not on their past, could be on their past, or too focused on what didn't work out between you both. A lot of remorse and regret out here. That's exactly what's happening. They're not being able to make a choice. Not being able to make a choice. There are two stuff. So this is like someone out here, who is both the choices that they have, right? It's a very challenging decision for them, okay? But they're still very unclear, okay? Because both the possibilities, I think, look very, very good. And they're like pretty stumped about which one will lead to the best outcome. But the love is there. The love is there and it's a lot. Your advice out here, fly for the King of Swords. You need to make a major decision out here, okay? You need to get the ball rolling, not in a way where you need to approach them, but it's a major decision time out here, and now is the time to let your head lead the way. So put your emotions to the side, and logic is needed right now, okay? So take command of the situation, have a very straightforward approach when it comes to this person. Speak the truth. All right, remain very objective and stay as detached as you can. Stay neutral. What's the King of Swords here? Why is this the advice for Cancer moving forward with our person? Yeah, it's asking you to get out of your shell, guys. Get out of your shell. You're done overthinking. You're done overthinking this. You're done over analyzing this. You're done the self introspection. It's all over and done with. Now is the time to snap out. All right, make a very balanced, logical, practical decision. See to it that nothing of this has to do with emotions. Okay, so you gotta do what you gotta do. This time around here, don't be swayed by emotions because I do see the love is still there. Okay, but hey, what is love going to help you when there is no movement forward? Okay, how long can you sit and wait for someone only because you have a strong connection with them? Unless you're okay with that, which is why I'm telling you, you will need a drastic approach. There's a drastic change needed out here. This person needs to know that things are not going to be able to be the same like they were before because things were built on a faulty foundation in the past and it's not going to work this time. They want to rebuild the connection with you, they got to come and correct. Otherwise, it's over from your side. As the outcome, I do see there is still a lot of silent treatment, okay, between you both. This person still trying to hold on to their intuition, or you could still be holding back. I feel it's this person. What's the High Priestess here? Why is this the outcome? High Priestess. High Priestess, see? So bratty. This person's so bratty, like I swear. I'm so annoyed. They need to apologize, they need to talk, they know that. But they won't change their approach. They won't change their approach. Very, very, very stubborn person out here. See? This person out here is giving you the silent treatment. Why? Because they feel that you have emotionally withdrawn. You don't love them anymore is what they think. They feel that all the loving, motherly, nurturing, caring energy that you gave this person, that full bundle of love that you gave them, it's no longer there coming from your side because you're detaching from this person. And this person out here wants to approach you, but they're still holding back. The only reason is because they have resistance to change. In order for something to begin, in order for a rebirth to happen, something has got to end. And what has got to end is this person's approach towards you. They're not ready to leave that approach. They're not ready to let that go. I'm not getting someone out here who's not ready to let you go. Yes, that is a part of it, but more than anything, I feel this is someone out here who's resisting a different approach. There has got to be a very big, significant, profound approach change in this person. If this person wants this entire new beginning with you, a promising new stable start with you. But in order for that, this person has got to stop repeating their negative patterns out here. Till the time they don't do that, this is not going to be moving forward. You guys are just going to be in your own corners. Probably just loving each other. This person here keeps overthinking, overanalyzing, and there's just no movement forward. Okay? But yeah, like I said, the offer is on their mind. It's just about them snapping out of that negative energy, getting into a more positive mindset, and knowing that yes, things can still work out. It's not.